Hello guys, everywhere is shaking as Obasanjo Bømbs Tinubu asked him to resign now. He confirmed Nigeria as failing states sinking into chaos. The worst part of it is that this government, whether they don't know, I don't understand, they are just taking everything for granted. They will tell you that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu policy stands. Nigerians should endure. I don't understand. Even with the way the whole thing is going, even God self, he make decision. When you beg God, say I beg this decision when you make. I not like am like this. God they change mind sometimes. So why is it that this government they not want shake body? Even World Bank have confirmed that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu reform is not working. He don't put Nigeria for a big problem. But they are still telling us that they are the best government. They are working for the next generation to come. Well, Nigerians, the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, has lamented that Nigeria's current economic situation is very bad and that the situation is made worse by the unwillingness of the leaders to take responsibilities. Obasanjo made this statement in his keynote address at the Chinwe Achebe's Leadership Forum held on Saturday at Yale University in New Haven, USA. In his speech titled Leadership Failure and State Captured in Nigeria, he expressed concern over the country's dire situation, noting as the world can see and understand, Nigerian situation is bad. Using Singapore as an example of a country with effective leadership, Obasanjo highlighted how the government there has remained responsive to the evolving needs of its citizens, making significant investments in sectors like healthcare, education, and social welfare. He said, Nigerian situation, as we can see and understand, it is bad. It is bad. The more the immorality and corruption of a nation, the more the nation sink into chaos, insecurity, conflict, discord, division, disunity, depression, youth restiveness, confusion, violence, and underdevelopment. That is the institution mostly in Nigeria in the reign of Baba Go Slow and Emilokan. The falling states status of Nigeria is confirmed as clearly indicated and manifested for every honest person to see through the consequences of the level of our pervasive corruption, immorality, misconduct, mismanagement, perversion, injustice, incompetence, and all other forms of equity. But yes, there is hope. The former president, while quoting from a short classic treatise published in 1983 called The Trouble with Nigeria by Chinwe Achebe, he said, the trouble with Nigeria is simple and squarely a failure of leadership. The Nigerian problems is unwillingness or inability of its leaders to rise to the responsibility, to the challenge of personal example, which are the hallmarks of true leadership. According to him, two prominent U.S. intellectuals, Robert Rodberg and John Cabral, had once raised the alarm about the falling status of Nigeria and its inevitable effects on the African continent, given the country's size, economic viability, and population, among others. He described state capture as one of the most pervasive forms of corruption, a situation where powerful individuals, institutions, companies, or groups within or outside the country use corruption to shape a nation's policies, legal environment, and economy to benefit their own private interest. State capture is not always overt and obvious. It can also arise from the more subtle, close alignment of interest between the specific business and political elites through family ties, friendships, and the intertwined ownership of economic assets. What is happening in Nigeria? Right before our eyes, it's state capture. The purchase of national assets by political elites and their family members at bargain price, the allocation of national resources, the minerals, land, and even human resources to local, regional, and international actors. It must be prohibited and prevented through local and international laws. Public institutions such as the legislature, the executive, the judiciary, and the regulatory agencies, both at the federal and local levels, are subject to capture. As much state capture can broadly be understood as these proportionate and unregulated influence of interests, groups, or decision-making processes where special interest groups manage to bend state laws, policies, and regulations. They do so through practices such as illicit contributions paid by private interests to political parties, and for election campaigns, vote buying of presidential degrees or court decisions, as well as through illegitimate lobbying and involving door appointment. The main risk of state capture is that decisions no longer take into consideration the public interest but instead favor a specific special interest group or individual. Laws, policies, and regulations are designed to benefit a specific interest group, oftentimes to the detriment of smaller firms and groups and society in general. State capture can seriously affect economic development, regulatory quality, the provision of public service, the quality of education, health service, infrastructure, decisions, and even the environment and public health. So guys, this is Obasanjo crying out again. He has told the Nigerians, he says, see, this man should resign. He's not fit, he's not competent to become Nigerian's president. Everything is falling apart. Nigeria is gradually going. He said, this go slow baba, it not they work. It's not working for Nigerians. The best thing now is for you to resign. But you understand now, Nigerian politicians, would they ever do that? Even when they know, say they don't fail flat, they can't do that. Such a pity. I'm dropping it here, guys. Kindly drop your comment below the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share this video, let it go viral. Let Nigerians understand what is happening today in the Nigerian political landscape.